the effective Jewish woman. Now, what does that really mean? Is she feeling always burnt out, always overwhelmed, and always falling apart? Meaning she's holding on to the wall, she's, hoping she doesn't fall apart, and she's trying to do it all. The truth is, we as Jewish women can do it all. We can do it all right with Hashem's help. And you're here with Being and Becoming with Leah Abramov, life coach and educator. It is possible. Stay tuned for more. As a woman, particularly a Jewish woman, you have so much on your shoulders, especially in our generation. How do we do it all? How do we do it right? And how do we do it effectively? How do we take care of our inner selves, take care of our physical health? And at the same time, many of us work outside the home. How do we run our home properly? How do we get our priorities straight? I'm here to share with you 11 effective keys of the Jewish woman, and I hope to share these ideas with you, and hopefully each and every one of us will gain a little bit of insight and just make a small change in our own lives. We're not going to make a huge turnaround right away, and please don't expect that from yourself. A habit takes time for it to become a part of a person. The more you do something, the more it becomes a part of you. So please be patient with yourself, especially since we've lived differently. We've lived the way our parents lived, or it's just hard for us to change based on our life circumstances and based on what we heard from people, the right way to live or the right way to run your life or your home. Okay, let's start with number one. Number one is self-care. Nobody will take care of you if you don't take care of yourself. Nobody's meant to make you happy. There's like a secular ideal that your husband has to make you happy, or if only I had this in my life, I would be happy. If the mortgage would be paid off, if I live in the right neighborhood, if I had less stress in my life, I would be happy. No, self-care is you taking care of yourself now. Now, don't make self-care a religion. Like, it's not a religion, meaning take care of yourself all day long, live comfortably. Yes, we don't want to invite more stress and discomfort into our life, but the goal is every day you'll have different form of self-care or different amount of self-care. Just make sure every day is not a pajama day. Like every day you're not necessarily just calling it a day off, calling it a pajama day. You don't want to do that. The most important thing is for you to stay calm, stay cool, and stay collected, and ask yourself, what self-care do I need today? Do I need to buy myself lunch? You don't have to buy lunch for your whole family, right? Do I need to treat myself to a coffee and a dessert? Do I need a massage? Do I need a walk in the park? Do I need to take a meditation walk or a nature walk? Your self-care will be different for somebody else. Some people hate shopping, so that's not their self-care, right? So you have to know yourself. So number one is self-care. Take care of your health. Take care of your mental health. Do something just for yourself. Don't feel guilty about it. I feel like the many ladies that I speak to, they just feel guilty taking care of themselves, buying themselves something, and their family doesn't have it. And you don't have to, because all in all, your family needs a mom. Your husband needs a happy wife, and you're the only one who can make yourself happy. Give them that gift of a happy homemaker, a happy mom, a happy wife, and only you know how to make yourself happy, nobody else. Okay. Number two is emotional talk and clarity with someone. A lot of women think that their husband has to know all their feelings, all their emotions, and they have to hear them out. And worst of all, they have to understand them. You don't have to be understood by your husband all the time. You are two different worlds, two different people. There's some times that you just need your good friend to listen to you and tell you, wow, you had a hard day. I'm really sorry you had to go through that. Or maybe it's sister. Maybe it's someone who you're close to. Maybe it's a life coach. Maybe it's a rebbitzin. Whoever it is, it's someone who's going to listen to you and emotionally connect to you and be there for you emotionally. That's really all you need. And sometimes we get so frustrated because our husbands are not in the mood when they come home from work, or they're not saying the right words. Hashem created them, Hashem our God created them to be solution makers. So when you say, oh, I had such a difficult day, this broke, that broke, the kids weren't listening, your husband will tell you, just go take an Advil and go take a rest. But all you wanted him to say is, I'm sorry you had such a hard day. And their men are not wired that way. So of course, with time, with a conversation, hopefully they'll become more like that, having a conversation with their wives. But don't be upset, because they are wired to be solution makers. And we love that about our husbands. We love the fact that they can solve our issues. So you can't have both. So if you have an emotional buddy, a girlfriend, a friend, a sister, someone who you can talk to and just someone who can make you feel better, have that, and that will be part of your emotional health. Okay. Number 3 is put less on your to-do list. Look, I'm a big to-do list maker, and I realized that sometimes I just have low energy. Sometimes I'm just not in the mood, and sometimes just my schedule changes, and there's no reason to feel low about yourself. I haven't met one woman who goes to bed saying, I did everything on my to-do list. Be kind to yourself. You're not more effective because you did 25 million things versus the next day you did 2 things. You're not more effective. Remember, Hashem cares how you do things versus how much you do. It's the manner in which we do things. So it's very, very important. If you can't do it calmly, if you can't do it happily, if you can't do it positively, better not do it. Just take care of yourself. Okay. Number 4 is have a family rabbi. So sometimes you can't figure problems out, and it's okay. We all have challenges in our relationships, maybe in your life, where we just need an unbiased opinion. To have a family rabbi who maybe you're going through the same issues over and over, you just can't figure out the solution, and maybe you just need more clarity. Have a family rabbi. There's someone who you and your husband both respect and will, of course, listen to. Now, I get all the time where ladies tell me, my husband will never talk to the rabbi, and just tell your husband, it will make me feel so much better. Maybe I'm not seeing the issue properly. Maybe I'm not seeing, maybe the rabbi will enlighten me and make me see what you think. Make it look like you're the one who needs help, and your husband is the one just partaking in this matter and just listening and being there for you. So just tell him how much happier you'll be, how much it means to you. And hopefully, Be'ezrat Hashem, hopefully it will change, and he will also consult with him as well and build that relationship. Okay. Number 5 is delegate responsibilities. Who said the Jewish woman has to do it all? Who said that she has to run her home, clean it on her own, cook and bake from scratch, run carpool, work full time, look great, and attend to all other activities, the million things that we are given to do and we have to do sometimes? Delegate responsibilities. One of the mantras that I teach in my marriage workshops is not me, not now, not perfectly. For example, the dishes are full. Not me, meaning maybe you load the dishwasher. Maybe you'll ask your older daughter to wash some or wash all of it. Not now, meaning I don't have to wash it now. Go take a half-hour rest. Believe me, you're not going to be, disqualified from being an amazing homemaker. And not perfectly, meaning maybe you could wash half now and half later or half tomorrow. Just don't tell anybody, right? So we want to make sure that we know how to delegate our responsibilities. Okay. Maybe also get cleaning help. Maybe ask your kids to help you more. It really depends on your energy level, your stage of life, your phase. All in all, if you ask your husband and your kids, do you want a calm mom or do you want food from scratch, gourmet food, clean house? The truth of the matter is they'll say they want both, but they can only have one. If they have one, sometimes they could have a little bit of both. But if they would choose to have one, they would say, I want a calm mother and wife, calm wife and mother. Okay. The next one is number 6 is learn 5 minutes a day. You'd be surprised how many books you will finish by learning 5 minutes a day, even with an extremely busy schedule. That's like 2 or 3 pages from a book. Post-it it, learn from a subject you enjoy, whether shmir, halashon, character, emuna, greatness of the Jewish woman. Inspire yourself. You'll be surprised how much you finish. If books don't work for you, just watch a 5-minute video, something that is inspiring to you, that's growth oriented. And you'll be surprised how much you're growing and you're learning, because we are responsible for our spiritual health. Nobody else is responsible for that. So we make every effort to go shopping, to fill up our refrigerators, to cook lavish meals. But where is the time for the woman to learn? It's considered a luxury, maybe sometimes if she has a chance. No, she must learn daily, something that applies to her and her life. You'd be surprised how much happier you'd be. And you're more growth oriented, you're interesting to listen to. You'll bring up topics to your husband, not like every day, how was your day, how's it going? So same old, same old. The 5 minutes a day is just incredible, and it doesn't take much time. All it takes is just diligence and just regularity. Put it in your schedule. You're responsible for your spiritual health. Like, you're not going to take poison in your life, right? So many of us are just spiritually malnourished. We're not happy people, a lot of us. Why? We have, thank God, a family, we have health, we have homes, we have jobs, but we're not healthy. We're not healthy spiritually. We're not happy. Why? Because we are lacking our spiritual nourishment. Okay, number 7 is be busy with hobbies. When is the last time you did something for yourself that you just truly enjoy? Not because you have to do it, right? Laundry you have to do. I only met one woman who completely enjoys doing laundry and folding. Like, I only met one. So if you're one of them, fine. But please also enjoy things that you love to do. Maybe you love to paint. Maybe you painted 20 years ago. Start painting. Crochet, swimming, even if it's once a week. It's something you're looking forward to doing, once a week. But it has to be consistent. I was very impressed. I met a woman who has, thank God, a very large family, and she said she climbed the mountain. She made sure she went, traveling a number of hours, and she climbed the mountain with a few of her kids. It's like so incredible. She's so inspiring. She could have had a million of excuses. She's an incredibly busy person, but she didn't. She's making herself happy. She's realizing that she has reached a goal, something in her bucket list. And not only does it give you enhanced self-worth, you're proud of yourself, right? Okay, so the next one is, number 8 is take good care of your health. That's really like 5 to 10 minutes of stretching a day, 30 minutes power walk, or walk go to a different neighborhood, park your car in a different neighborhood. This way it looks like it's a different day, unless you enjoy the same neighborhood all the time. Treat yourself when it's a mitzvah. You want to treat yourself with food. 20% of your weekly overall, nourishment and eating plans, on Shabbos, you treat yourself. Other than that, it should be constantly healthy eating. You'll be craving healthy food. Your body won't know. Just like a person stops eating sugar or so much sugar, they can't even believe how they used to eat, because their taste buds are used to less sugar. So treat yourself to eating healthy. Your body is not yours. It's Hashem's. Hashem gave you your body. We have to treat our body, our suit, properly, with respect, right? We don't put tattoos all over our body. We're not allowed. We're not allowed to eat poison. We're not allowed to watch things that are not appropriate. We're not allowed to, just abuse our body, dress the way we want. There's a protocol, because it's not ours. When someone comes to your house, when a guest comes to your house, they try to behave the way you want them to. They ask, where should I put my shoes? Is it okay if I put my jacket here? Where should I sit? And they eat properly, they sit properly, they ask where the restroom is. Why? Because this is not their house. They're a guest. We are guests in this world. We have to treat everything that we do as a gift, and treat it properly, and use it the way Hashem wants us to use it, including our health and our bodies. Okay, the next one is feminine jobs. So this is from Rabbanit Malka Gavrielov. I was very inspired by one of her ideas. You can't expect to run your house, be there for your husband in every single way, and your family, and be present and be calm when you work long hours or you work late nights, and then you're just not there, and the kids are on cell phones, on babysitters, on why? On iPads and computers. Then we wonder, the kids don't respect us. I do everything for you. You don't respect me. They need your time. They need mommy. They need mommy to be present. They need mommy's smile, mommy's attention, mommy's conversation, mommy's eye contact. They need mommy. And a woman must try to work feminine jobs. Does that mean she doesn't work at all? No, she could work. We live in a society where women also need to work sometimes, depending on your circumstances. But your goal is not to make a lot of money, to be educated, yes, it's good to be educated. It's good to make money. Use it properly. All in all, it's supposed to be made for good use. So make sure you are present in your family. Take jobs that are feminine, right? Nobody's impressed by a woman who's a doctor, who's never home. I'm coaching a client who's in the doctor, medical field. And she told me, she goes, all I want is just, I want a family life. I don't care if I'm all in all a doctor at the end, right? She wants to be a doctor. She's in the process of it. But what will ultimately give her happiness is being a mother, a wife and mother. And that is our calling. That is our job, to run our homes. Number 10 is to do chesed, do kindness, acts of kindness. So of course, kindness starts in the home. Based on your circumstances, based on what you can do kindness outside the home. It starts in the home first. If you don't have extra time, your children are your royalty. Your mini Beit HaMikdash is your home, and this is your responsibility. You're not expected to do others. But if you have extra time, if you have energy, money, ability, talents, help others. Give someone a listening ear. Have challah bakes if you're good at baking. Give people advice. Whatever you're good at, help other people, maybe with your time. We're all good at something. We're all good at something, whether it's a talent, a gift, ability, money. Figure it out. Do chesed outside the home. Maybe you want to have lectures in communities. You want to organize them and have a special speaker. Run campaigns, funds, whatever you want to do. It doesn't have to be big. There's no value of a mitzvah. We don't know what's a small mitzvah, what's a big mitzvah. Whether it's putting a smile on someone's face or raising $1 million. It has no amount of value particularly. They're both valuable, we just don't know how much, right? Okay, so number 11. Number 11 is living life with emuna. So you are not happy because everything is okay. You are happy because everything is okay because you have Hashem. Ultimately, we don't see the big picture. We don't know why things happen. We're not hired in this world to make sense out of things, why things happen. The Jewish person doesn't ask why. They ask, what can I do? What can I do now? What does Hashem want from me now? Hashem, please help me. Please give me clarity. You gave me this issue, but I know you also gave me the solution. Hashem does not give any problem without a solution. So first comes the solution, then comes the problem. First, Hashem gave us the Torah, then He created the world. So that's our cue. First, He gave us the solution, then He created the world, or all the circumstances and challenges. So you don't really live in this world to understand everything. You are happy because everything is okay when you have Hashem. So what reminds us of emuna, right? Learning regularly, read inspiring books, read the Parsha, do hitbodedut, which is personal prayer. Or prayer in your own words, or praying from the sitter, right? Highlight things that just mean to you, mean a lot to you. Practice daily gratitude and focus on spirituality over materialism. So you can't have the same amount of spirituality and materialism. You can't be such a balanced person. You have to have one that's more than the other. Either you're more materialistic or you're more spiritual. And remember, spirituality is either going up or going down. You can't just stay in one plateau. So if I'm not constantly growing, I'm going down. And we want to take care of our spiritual health. So I hope these ideas are helpful. It's a collection of many ideas that I've learned. I hope, God willing, that we'll be effective women, effective Jewish mothers, and hopefully we'll be able to be a powerful, happy foundation in our homes. Leah Abramov, being and becoming, awakening awareness of your greatness and potential.